Hey guys, welcome back to our Math Explained series where we break down hard math concepts for you guys. Okay, so this question is from the 2026 AP Calc BC FRQ section. This is the last question and it's on Mclaurin series. Now, part A tells us that the Mclaurin series for G is an alternating geometric series, and then it asks us to find G of 3. Well, how do we do that? As you guys may recall, we can use a formula to find the value of an alternating geometric series at a certain point. So that formula is A1, which is the first term, divided by 1 minus R, where R is the ratio. Now let's rewrite G. It can be rewritten as such, plugging in 3 for x. Now we can see that R here equals negative 3 over 5. Okay, now plugging all of our terms into our formula, we get the first term, which is 2, divided by 1 minus negative 3 over 5. This equals 2 over 8 over 5, which also equals 10 over 8. And that is our answer. So G of 3 equals 10 over 8. This is the second part of the question. It's asking us to find the first 4 non-zero terms of the Mclaurin series for f. And it's saying that the function f is defined by the derivative of g of x, which is already given. Okay, so how do we do this question? Well, the simplest way to do it is actually to just take the derivatives of each term independently. Let me demonstrate what I mean. So g of x is approximately 2 minus 2 5x plus 2 over 25x squared minus 2 over 125x cubed plus 2 over 625 x to the 4. If we want to find g prime of x, or f of x, we just have to take the derivative of g of x, which is given right here. That means that f of x just equals 0 minus 2 over 5 plus 4 over 25 x minus 6 over 125 x squared plus 8 over 625 x cubed. Now it asks us for the first 4 non-zero terms of the Mclaurin series for f. That means that we can just get rid of the 0 and rewrite it as negative 2 over 5 plus 4 over 25x minus 6 over 125x squared plus 8 over 625x cubed. And that's your answer. So let's do part 3 of our FRQ question. So what is this question asking us to do? Well, it's saying that we can approximate f using a second degree Taylor polynomial around x equals 0, which is also a Mclaurin series for f, and we can use it to approximate f of 5 over 2 as negative 3 over 10. And then the question is asking us to justify that the error bound is 1 over 5. So how do we do that? Well, we can see that this is actually an alternating series, right? Because it alternates from negative, positive, negative, positive between terms. That means that we can use the alternate series error bound. And how you're going to have to write this on the AP exam is because f of x, your function, is an alternating series decreasing to 0, we can use the alternate series error bound. Because these are the conditions to be able to use the alternate series error bound. And if you don't write that, you're actually going to be losing points on the exam. Okay, now how do we do this? Well, it says using a second degree Taylor polynomial, they're approximating it. So that means they're using this function, or technically all three of these terms to approximate, okay? That means by the alternate series error bound, we just use the next term in the series that hasn't been used to approximate the value in order to find the error bound. And how you do this is you just take the next term, 8 over 625, and then you simply plug in your x value, which is 5 over 2. 5 over 2 cubed. And then we can solve this, that becomes 1 over 5. And that means that the error bound is 1 over 5, which means that f of 5 over 2 minus negative 3 over 10 is less than or equal to 1 over 5. Okay, so this is the final part of our Mclaurin series question. This is actually split into two parts, part 1 and part 2. So the first part is asking us to write the first three non-zero terms of the Mclaurin series for e to the x. Now, we should all have this memorized because this is a very important Mclaurin series, okay? So it is e to the x, approximately 1 plus x plus x squared over 2. Now this e to the x, this Mclaurin series is extremely important and you will have to memorize it for the AP exam. So please remember it and study it. Okay, this is part 1. Now part 2 asks us to write the first three non-zero terms of the Mclaurin series for h. Now h of x equals, as they stated, 25g of x minus 2e to the x, okay? Now 25. What is the first three non-zero terms of g to the x? Well, it's actually just these three terms because this actually converges. This converges to g to the x. So we just write 2 minus 2 over 5x plus 2 over 25x squared minus 2. And now let's take the first three terms we got in part 1, which is 1 plus x squared over 2. Okay, now let's just simplify this. So that's 50 minus 10x plus 2x squared minus 2 minus 2x minus x squared. You can simplify this again and it becomes x squared minus 12x plus 48. And there's your answer. Thank you.